I think we live, man.
You are now in tune with Klasic. It's not a classic unless it's classic.
That's right. It's a motherfucking classic.
Like and subscribe.
Y'all heard that? Like and subscribe. This is going to be the first time, the first stream. And for my replay gang, I'm gonna need y'all to check in, possibly like skip fast forward to like the 2-minute mark. But this is a video that we got to talk about, man. Diddy ex artist Q from Day 26 come forward and reveals a disturbing incident involving Diddy's stylist. Now, the crazy part about this situation is that, man, we've been hearing a lot of allegations from Diddy altogether, but now even the stylist that they had was on some funny stuff too. So it's just like, man, that whole camp was on some real fugazi type of stuff, man. So yeah, before we get into it, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like. This is a new channel, so I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe also, and tell a friend to tell a friend for sure. Now this video is done by the Art of Dialogue, so I want y'all to check him out also. Like, he got some real good videos. But let's go though.
Take me through the incident that happened at Fashion Week that led to you and Dunn breaking up.
Yeah, so I was in Rochester, New York. I get a call from Diddy's stylist. He's like, I need you in Fashion Week to do some events, to make some money. That's what artists do. We go to events, we take pictures, for the media, for the blogs. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad to be a part of it. So I get to New York, Harlem. I'm in this place. We smoked some weed, had a few regular drinks.
Like, I know a lot of people didn't know back then like that, I guess, that was hanging around Diddy or that was signed to Diddy. But yeah, if I was him, I would have brought my own trees. I would have had my own drink, you feel me? But to be honest, it's like, you get in those situations and you think you think everything will be on the up and up, but nah, these people, they be on some funny stuff, man. You have to get the strap, man.
Get dressed to go to the event. He comes out with this strange green bottle with some other liquor, and I glanced at the bottle and it read acid. Now, I did my research after it happened what acid was. Acid is a date drink. It's like green. It's like whatever.
Yeah, man. See, this dude is diabolical, man. And if I'm not mistaken, like, they have like different type of, DURGs that include like horse tranquilizers and like a lot of other things, man. So warning sign number 1.
Where the fuck it is? It's a date drink. So he poured it in my drink. I innocently drunk it. Go, drunk the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I go to the event. When I get to the event, I don't feel right, man. Like, I'm like feeling like woozy, and I start like spinning, and because I can't handle these heavy drugs, whatever the case. My body doesn't handle it well. I started spinning, got serious, and next thing you know, he makes a signal to get me. The stylist makes a signal to get me out the event club. I blank out. Next thing you know, I wake up and I'm naked in the stylist's bed, holding myself like this, stuck like this, as if a snake had bitten me and I was unconscious and paralyzed. And I couldn't move. So I couldn't speak. So
it definitely sounded like that tranquilizer.
He was verbally assaulting me. Not verbally, verbally and aggressively, excuse me. Verbally and aggressively assaulting me. He's telling me, shut the fuck up, and saying all this crazy shit. And I was saying, please stop. I was mumbling the shit, like, please stop, while I was holding myself. And then...
Planning to publish your book? You could reach...
all bad, man. It's like these dudes are straight up villains, man.
It just got. I don't want to go into the details of what the assault really what took place, man. But it was very aggressive, and it was painful, bruh. And I've never felt like pain like that in my life.
Like, yeah, he don't want to get into details, but it's not much that you can actually we pretty much know what happened. You saying that it was painful? It only can go one way, bruh. That's wild. And it's crazy, like, I know it's not something that he was actually complicit in because, yeah, he said something happened to where he wasn't there 100%. So it's sad for him to be taken advantage of like that, which is the wild part about it. Like, it's good that he's speaking up on it now, but like, one of the questions that a lot of people would ask, like, why do it take people so long to come out with these certain type of details and everything? So it's unfortunate, man.
Like I was taken advantage of, and I feel like if I had a gun, I would have shot him in his fucking head. If I could reach that gun from being stuck like this, you know what I'm saying? And fast forward the next day, I still was under the influence. That's when I got out of the house and went to New York City where Dawn was at, because she was in there for Fashion Week too. And I told her what the stylist had did to me, that he assaulted me, and I needed help. I just needed help. I didn't know what to do. And she went with me over to his house. We went back to Harlem, went to his house, confronted him. He tried to play like the shit was consensual. So me and him about to fight and argue. I'm like, yo, what the you saying this was consensual, nigga? You ain't telling that you poured that shit in my drink? So I'm like going crazy. We arguing. We get out of her house. We go back to Rochester. We're talking to my parents. And Dawn's like, oh, Q's gay. Q's gay. And my mother asked me, she was like, Q, are you gay? I was,
That's crazy. Your own chick don't believe in you. And Dawn, she was part of, Bad Boy at that time too. She was part of the female group. So did she not believe him because she didn't want to jeopardize her position at Bad Boy? When you working in those type of environments, a lot of people see a lot of stuff and then they act like they turn like a blind eye to it. Not act like it, but they turn a blind eye to it so they don't have to actually address the activities that's going on that that can ruffle a lot of feathers. So it sucks that Dawn wasn't being supportive of her dude, at that time. Even if that was like an ex or whatever, unless y'all broke up on bad terms or something, but it's like, damn, if somebody confide in you and telling you that something happened to him, like, why not believe them? Or was that something that you was already suspecting? Like, you already suspected that he was on some funny stuff? Like, that's pretty crazy.
like, Mom, no. I said, Mom, this man assaulted me and took advantage of me. I said, I did not have consensual sex with him. And Dawn didn't believe me still. And she went, that's kind of like the time we had broke up. And she went, I know when we, next time I saw her, she was on the radio talking to Sway or something, saying that I cheated on her. And she started telling people, you know how this is what I mean behind the scenes. You know how you could talk on the radio and not say something live, but then behind the scenes when the radio cut off, we having a conversation like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Spilling all kind of tea and shit. That's what I'm saying behind the scenes. That's what she did. And I don't like that because, I would appreciate if she just been like, you was assaulted. Q was assaulted and this is what happened. Not I cheated on you, because I did not cheat on you.
Like, that's crazy. Imagine something happened to you that's as tragic as that, and then your significant other don't really believe. Like, that's cold piece of work. And I guess that's partially why they're not together to this day, And that was like an industry relationship also, so, if I'm not mistaken, Don. Who was that during the Diddy documentary? They was talking about Don was on some basically trying to be on whatever type of time and Diddy was on, or trying to insinuate different things that would actually please Diddy. So if that's the case, yeah, if that's the case, then it's no wonder Dawn took that route, because yeah, she didn't want to actually confront Diddy at that time about somebody, SAing somebody. That's crazy, man. Like, this is I'm glad he's finally speaking up about this, man.
I was assaulted. And I told you when I was assaulted, when it happened. So I didn't cheat on you. I didn't do that to you. So that's what I was talking earlier about, the whole cheating part, where I wanted to fast forward now to this part. I ain't cheat on her. That's wrong. That's the wrong narrative. I would never do that. If I would ask my girl, if I wanted to do something in a relationship, I ask my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what I want to do. You down? What's up, babe? You down? If not, then cool. If she don't want to do it, then I don't need to be doing it. But if she down, let's go.
And you said that you woke up the next day in pain?
Of course. I experienced the pain. Woke up next day in pain. I was getting in pain. Telling the nigga to stop.
Yeah, so it kind of sounded like he wasn't out 100% like that, but still, like, it do sound like something happened to him to where he wasn't really, he didn't have all his he didn't have everything together with himself, to where he couldn't physically defend himself from somebody taking advantage of him. And yeah, that's unfortunate, bro.
And I know it kind of sounds kind of funny, but it ain't funny, bro. Like, when you are stuck like this, so you're holding
33rd,
yourself,
what's up?
trying to move, you can't move, bro. Like, that's stuck. And someone's taking advantage of you, like when you can't move. Worser than being waking up out of your sleep. I'm talking about being stuck here, like asking the person to.
So if this dude was in this position and everything, it's like, bruh, like, what's going on? Like, is that more than like a horse tranquilizer or something? Did the dude tie you up too? Like, once you kind of was under the influence? Like, I'm kind of confused, man. Like, it's kind of crazy, bruh.
Predator to stop hurting me, and he tells you to shut the.
Yeah, this is a wild story. What's up, 33rd? What's happening with you, bro? Yeah, right now we watching this Diddy video. Well, an ex-artist that was with Diddy. And not only Diddy, they saying that the stylist was on some funny stuff. You feel me? So it's a very bad day for anybody that's associated with Bad Boy. These people are like just taking advantage of everybody, and it is not cool at all. And but hope everything going good with you, bro. Had to start out this new channel right, man.
That's the stylist, yeah. So it's I wanted to be on site with that dude. Like, I mean, no, I'm not spreading violence. I'm not spreading violence. But that's what I really want, bro. Like, to see this guy now that I'm talking about this and take accountability and being transparent and just talking about this, I want to like just punch that dude. Like, yo, don't you ever, anybody get in their mind and they cross the line with me like that ever again. I will f you up.
Where was Diddy?
Like, do you believe that? Do you believe that?
Stop the cap.
Like, bro, he didn't have no bass in his voice when he said that. Like, I don't think that he was with that, but at the same time, he don't seem like a very imposing individual that just willing to whoop whoop somebody ass, you know, like uh-uh. That's why things kind of turned out the way that they did, which is crazy. Matter of fact, if y'all seen Making It a Band back then with Day 26 and stuff, you seen him fight, like, what was that other dude that he fought? And I think he got hands put on him too, so it's like, you know, the dude ain't got no squabble game like that. Yo, 33 said he was being squeezed. Yeah, man, probably. I guess so, man, but it's just like, without the squeeze of death going on, like, bro, like, you gonna have to get up out of that, like, and then on top of that, it's like, if somebody hits you with one of them horse tranquilizers, or you know, like, I don't even think you'll be conscious enough to know like something was happening to you. You probably would have woke up after the fact type stuff. So I really wonder what he said like was put in his drink. That's crazy though. And let me see if I can do something. Yeah, man, like that's some weird stuff, bro. Oh, let me do that. Yeah, you part of the fam bam. But yeah, man, Diddy is crazy, and Diddy had crazy people around him. It seemed like they was on the same type of zesty time. Like, man,
when this took place.
He was doing some dirty money stuff. He was still doing dirty money. So this is the beginning stages of when I was a part of Dirty Money. That's why I thought all this shit was being like set up or something. It was weird, like these.
Yo, the homie said in the comment, said GHB, yeah, like that's the stuff that they were saying that was in the baby oil, right? So could that have been the same stuff that he was talking about being sprinkled in his drink and stuff, bro? Like, it's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of crazy. Let me see something real quick, man. Oh. Let me change this. I think I could update the picture too. Let me see. Change that to this. Yeah, man, that stuff is pretty wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, whoo, man, oh man. I guess I wouldn't even be here because it would be hard to let that go without doing anything. And when you're dealing with powerful people like that, they do have enough resources to kind of get rid of you, basically. So it's like how could you live with yourself knowing that actually happened to you? Like, counseling is definitely needed because, like, is anybody getting taken advantage of that isn't cool. So, you know, I don't know. I think it's kind of worse even for a man because, you know, men have this persona of being hardcore and macho and everything, and then another dude like basically like making you less of a man. It's like, yeah, man, something gonna have to happen.
He's trying to haze me or something.
And you said that Diddy stylist, he's the one that did this to you.
Yeah, his stylist. He got a lot of stylists now. Y'all gonna have to try to figure it out.
But did you tell Diddy what happened to you?
Wait, so
What the hell no?
like you telling me that he got multiple different stylists and then now you're trying to like not tell people? So my thing is like, what did it happen? It didn't happen? You making this up? Or it happened and you're not trying to say anything because you don't want to completely get blackballed out the industry? Like, man, if that really happened to you, why not speak up? And not in an interview way to where you getting paid. Like, why don't you really speak up about it?
I don't have a relationship like that with Diddy to tell him like something like that happened.
But that's stylish.
But like, he's saying he don't have a relationship with Diddy to tell people like what actually happened. Like, at the end of the day, it ain't about telling Diddy. It's about actually getting some type of justice for that, man. Because you're being taken advantage of. I don't drink shit I leave laying around or aiming. Gives me only, yeah. Of course, bro. Like, anybody. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I'm not smoking after you. I got my own stuff. I'm not drinking. I'm not letting you pour no drinks, or you bringing a drink from an area where I didn't see like how everything was manufactured and stuff. It's like, nah, man. Like, it's a lot of stuff that can be going down, and that's how you get like preyed upon. Like, it's bad enough you can see all that stuff, and then somebody kind of sidetrack you, distract you, and then slip something in your drink while you're not even paying attention. As soon as you turn your head, or while you looking, elsewhere and stuff. So it's just like, yeah, man, you should actually kind of know better, so you don't get put in that type of situation, bro. Like, mistake number one was smoking with them. Mistake number two was getting a drink from them, to where they can actually do something like that. So, yeah, man. Hey, salute to everybody that's up in here. If you haven't done so, hit that like, man. If y'all new here, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, man, this is crazy. What's happening with you, sewing? Yeah, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure she told the narrative to her team of people that was there, because he was styling for them.
I hate to hear that, man. Terrible.
No, it's totally fine, but I wanted to finally talk about it because like I'm tired of like living in silence, hiding from that, because I'm not afraid to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of men don't talk about things like that, and I ain't no fucking victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make a joke, whatever.
Hold up now. Hold up. You can't be saying that you're not a victim, and you saying somebody put something in your drink that you was unaware of, and then you was in this position where you was telling somebody to stop, and then you saying that you waking up sore and everything. So come on now, you can't have it both ways. Like, at the end of the day, that's the problem. Like, if you was victimized, then you got to speak up on that. Like, sometimes people get taken advantage of, but you can't say that something happened to you and now you're not the victim of something, because the opposite of being a victim. Yeah, the opposite of being a victim is you was complicit with it. So which one is it? Are you a victim or are you complicit? Yeah, someone said, I see. Hello, what's up with it? Be right back. Yeah, for sure. Not much. Yeah, man. This is kind of it's getting a little bit tricky now, man, because it seemed like the story that you was putting out there is like you was a victim of somebody taking advantage of you, but now you're saying that you're not a victim? That's kind of wild work, y'all. That's kind of wild work.
You want us to do? I don't care. I'm not a victim, but what I will say is, it's not right to take advantage of somebody younger than you. That's not right. And when someone takes advantage of someone younger, it's important for us to speak up. No matter how long it takes, it's very important to speak up, because that dark depression, that mental health that wells down on us can kill us. It can hurt us. It can damage us. And it's because,
Like, he's speaking some real stuff, but I really wish that he would clarify if this dude actually was complicit in this or he actually been victimized. Because, like I said, you can't have it both ways.
of something that an adult has done to somebody younger. And that's stuff that adults don't like to take accountability for things that happen and take accountability for these kids that grow up in a society that do crazy things because they're following these adults. You know what I'm saying? He's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Terrible, man. And that's the reason why you and Dawn broke up. She feels like you intentionally had relations with the guy.
Yes, she thinks I intentionally slept with him.
Oh Lord. So that's why they broke up, huh? Because you are like allegedly she was already thinking that you was zesty, and then this situation happened. Am I going down a wrong road? Because it's like you saying that you're not a victim. Don was thinking that you was already on some, funny style type of stuff, and then this situation happened. I don't know, chat, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, because I'm starting to get a sneaky suspicion that this isn't exactly how we might think that it is. Hey, and nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But don't lie to the public like something happened to you against your will. Because now that's basically defamation of somebody's character. And you're doing nothing different than a lot of chicks that be clout chasing. People that be lying on people just so they can get a paycheck. So, did this really happen to you? Like, come on, man. You got to be real.
Yeah, he took advantage. That's crazy. That's so fucked up, bro. Like, I'm glad I read the bottom and did my research what asset is. I'm like, yo, this. Oh, okay. This is you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Instagram now lets you.
I don't know. But we got another one with him. We got another video with Q from day 26. And on this one from the Art of Dialogue, it says Q says his ex-girlfriend and Diddy lied and tricked him into taking horse tranquilizer, leading to trauma. Now, if he's saying his ex, it got to be the same ex as he was talking about in the other video, Don. And before, like I said, Don is someone that was with Diddy. She was signed to Bad Boy. And in the Diddy documentary, they were saying like, yeah, she was kind of with a lot of those activities and just trying to go out her way to please Diddy. So for this title to say that his ex and Diddy lied, it seemed like she was more on his side than Diddy. Than his side. So yeah, let's check this out, man.
Diddy former show, she came out in defense of Dunn over a story you told about how you was drugged in the Hamptons. And it went viral, her coming out. If you can, for the people that haven't heard the story, can you give us a play-by-play?
Okay, and so I do go through mental health because of this situation. So I get a shot in my arm every month to keep me calm and to keep anxiety and my thinking regularly. So, okay, we were in the studio and, Puff's like, he's a different, I think he was very high at the time. He wasn't sober. He's like, we're about to go to the Hamptons, and it was weird because we never really like stayed the night with them, before. It was just weird. Like, okay, we about to go to the Hamptons. What's about to happen in the Hamptons? This is weird. So we get in the road, and they're speeding very, very fast in these cars, these SUVs, to the Hamptons. So we get there, walk through the house, get to the backyard. I remember Dawn calling me over to her near the pool area, and she's like, oh, it's just 2 red pills. She was like, oh, this is ecstasy. And she was like, one's for you and one for me, and it's from Puff. So I'm like excited, and then, okay, I take accountability here. I'm gonna slow down. I do take accountability for taking a drug. I was about 22, 21. I was young, but I take accountability, you know what I mean? Because I had a choice. I couldn't have had taken that, you know what I'm saying? But I was insisted that it was something that it really turned out to be something else. So I thought I was taking something, and I trusted my girl at the time, because I'm like, yo, we about to get freaky. That's what X does to me. It keeps me up. When I tried it before, it doesn't.
So how can this dude just now say that he thought it was something else, but you just mentioned that, oh, I thought I was about to get freaky with my girl. And we all know what that do to you. It's basically a mood enhancer. If you in the mood, it will amplify that. So I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. I don't think I agree with that because one, you're saying that you didn't know, and then you say you're taking accountability for what you did. I guess that's like hindsight. But then afterwards you said you took it under pretenses of it being something else. But then you say that you knew you was about to get freaky with your girl. Dang, like Chatter, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Spooky on break, oh, for sure. Am I tripping about that? Because it seemed like he's contradicting himself on, like, yeah. I don't know, man. And if you're not being honest with this situation, then it's like, are you being honest with your other situation?
I'm going to the story. It doesn't put you to sleep, you know what I'm saying? It's like a upper thing. So I take the pill. I took mine. I didn't see her take hers. I take mine. About 20 minutes later, I know we were like chilling. I'm in shorts now because we're in a jacuzzi. So we're in the jacuzzi. I get really, really, really hot. It was pumping the jacuzzi, Cassie and Dawn and me.
Yeah, that don't even sound right, man. If Diddy and Cassie in the jacuzzi with y'all, like, man, it's already giving vibes on some like swinger type of, I don't know, man, some extracurricular activities possibly gonna jump off. So why would you take that pill? That's the question. Why would you take that? If those are the people that you was around, not saying that you knew how they get down as of today, but if those are the people that you was around, another couple, and she said, hey, this is from Puff, this is for me, and this is for you. Come on, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Stop the cap.
I think we caught something. I think this dude is lying about this, man.
I believe it was Kalina and her husband. We were all just in the pool area. And I get really, really hot. I remember I started to panic all of a sudden and get paranoid on whatever they had gave me. So there's a video of me getting real paranoid, and I do take this back. Chef was in the kitchen cooking, and she saw me when I started to lose my mind a little bit. She was there, but I'm thinking like I don't remember her, because the effect that the pill did to me, it makes me forget some things sometimes. Because the pill turned out to be not ecstasy, it turned out to be a horse tranquilizer pill. So rewind, I'm like panicking in the mode. Next thing you know, I know I was in shorts because I jumped in a pool. When I jumped in a pool, I don't remember nothing after that. All I know I remember is I woke up in the basement downstairs in the dark. So when I was down there, I don't know who brought me down there and who put on pants on me because I was in shorts. So whoever brought me down there had put on some pants on me. I don't know, whoever it was. I don't know, because I was out of it. And then, as you see, I wake up in the video like screaming or whatever out of my sleep. And you can say it's a joke. You could say it's a prank. You could say whatever the hell you want to say it is, like looking at the video, but I didn't take it like that because I was in the dark for like 7 hours. That video just shows them going downstairs checking on me. I got paranoid and really high and blanked out 7 hours earlier during the daytime. So I was down there all that time, and that's when you guys decided to check on me. You know, I think that's kind of like fucked up. And number two, I'm like, well, why wasn't Dawn down there, or excuse me, I mean say her name. Why wasn't my ex down there with me?
Yeah, man, it sounds like some real freaky type of stuff, man. I don't trust it at all. I don't trust it. Bro got like some explaining to do for real. Talking about, oh, I don't know if it was a prank. Y'all think it's a prank or joke? Like, nah, man, come on.
I just got in a car accident in California.
This dude is definitely... I'm starting to feel like this dude is telling like one side of the story. Like, I do believe people was victimized and everything, but for some reason, it's like he's trying to tell a story and tell a narrative of something bad happening to him, but then at the same time, he's trying to say like, you know, he wasn't a victim of anything. And that kind of goes against the whole narrative of actually what you're saying. So like, are you just saying this just to try to gossip and say like get some sympathy or something? Like now I'm questioning what's the whole purpose of you saying this stuff now? Is it because everybody else then came out?
Because Kalina was there with her husband. Cassie was there with her guy. You know, there was a producer there with his girl. Why wasn't she there with me when I was out of it like that? You know what I mean? I felt so like vulnerable. I felt like so like alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt set up because it just didn't feel right. Like everybody was with their piece, and my girl at the time was upstairs. You know, whatever she was doing. You know what I'm saying? Why?
Huh. So if everybody had their partner, your partner was upstairs, you not knowing what she's doing, and most likely y'all was taking different type of things to amplify y'all moods and stuff. You think she was up there with Diddy allegedly or somebody else? Like, come on, man, make it make sense.
I'm under the influence. I could have like died in my sleep. You know, not to get dramatic like that, but I thought I was taking ecstasy. You know, I didn't know I was about to fall out and go to sleep like that. I could have like had a heart attack or anything because that pill was very, very, very strong. As you can see, when I woke up, people say, "Oh, he's not sweating," and this and that in the video. Well, I was sweating. Like I said, that's 7 hours later. So if I jumped in the pool with my shirt on and laid there, of course, if you guys checked on me immediately, I would have looked wet like from the pool. But that's 7 hours later. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how 7 hours later I'm still soaked, you know, in sweat. You know what I mean? Like paranoid. And then I go and I say sacrificial. When I talk about sacrifice and all that stuff, you know, to me, it felt like I was being harmed. And I use the word sacrifice because that's what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? Being in the dark for that long and then being waking up out of my sleep to someone screaming. And then it looks like, you know, I looked at the video, it looks like his hand went across my my private area and stuff. Like it just looked very, very, all that shit just looked weird to me, man. And it just felt wrong and I felt violated. And I didn't ask for that. You know, I didn't ask to be hazed. You know, I was the youngest one there. I was in that man's residence. You know what I'm saying? Like I was under his what is it called? Excuse me. I was under his supervision. You know what I'm saying? That's his place. You know, when you saw me losing my mind, y'all should have like called the ambulance or something instead of putting me to sleep to try to like calm everything down. I mean, it just could have been so much better. I mean, I would have felt so much more comfortable if it was done a different type of way, but I feel like it was just all set up and fucked up, man. And now I have to go to mental health every month and get a shot in my arm and shit like I told you earlier because I dealt with trauma of someone trying to hurt me when I got home. I started thinking, I started hearing voices in my head from the effect of the horse tranquilizer pill. I started hearing voices in my head, and the voices were telling me that, you know, not to sound extreme, but that's what the voices said, that Puff was gonna kill me or they were gonna kill me. You know, I thought everybody that.
Yo, so do y'all think this dude is for real? Do y'all think that he had some issues before dealing with Diddy? And this just like made things that much worse? Or do y'all think this dude is capping?
Stop the cap.
Like, the crazy part about this is like some of his stuff is believable, and then some of this other stuff is like it's questionable. So I'm trying to find a place to where I really feel about like, is this dude genuine with his accusations in his role that he said that these people played in the story that he's telling? Yeah, all good, all good. Yo. I'm back, bro. Had to disinfect my Durango seats. You had to disinfect your seats. What the? What incarnation? Diddy a buster, and I think people just use his name for views a lot, but who knows? Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's like you do want to believe people that's been victimized in situations, but at the same time, this dude Diddy, his name is hot to where everybody is talking about him to the point to where are all these people that's associated with him that's coming with lawsuits have things really happen to them, or they're just trying to cash in on this whole situation? Because if 50 Cent can cash in on something and he's not a part of Bad Boy, what do you think about the artist that actually was signed to Bad Boy? Of course they're going to think that they can capitalize, because at the end of the day, there's money there's money to be made in lawsuits, and the sad honest truth is Diddy is very vulnerable, just like how he had a lot of other people vulnerable allegedly, to where he can get hit with all these type of lawsuits, and for the majority, people can cash in. You know, and then the thing is, if you've done dirt for so long, you're gonna have to pay for it eventually. So, you know, this could be true, and then some people can be putting dubs on it. They could be putting, you know, 30-inch rims on a Honda. You know, meaning that they're doing a little bit too much. So, you know, man. Man, the chick is kind of stinky, bro. That's why. Wait. Hold up. What you say in the comments, homie? The chick was kind of stinky, bro. That's why I am home now. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, bro. What in the tarnation? I said my stomach hurt. You hit her with one of those, and I'm like, oh, yeah. All of a sudden, I don't feel too good. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to go home. Woo. Yeah, man. That's a wild one. That's crazy work.
Were down there that laughed in that video were trying to hurt me. And it might sound kiddyish to y'all, but to me, at the time, I was 21, you know, and my mind still wasn't developing into a man, older guy yet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I kind of like misscrewed a couple of things. It put me in a child's mentality, if I can say that. The pill put me back into a child's mentality to where even now I have to be aware of how I'm speaking sometimes, because I come off like I'm talking like a kid sometimes.
So basically, this dude is saying that he's suffering from arrested development. Is that what homie saying? And what the homie said? She was cute, but hygiene bad. Dang, man, that's kind of yeah. That's not so. That's not so good, man. That's not Gucci at all. Yeah, man. This dude Q is a very questionable person right now, man. If he is going through something personally from all this stuff, or even if he's just going through something without any of this stuff going on, I hope he get the help that he needs, man. Because yeah, mental health awareness is definitely a real thing, and he definitely need to make sure that he's in the right people to help him through his situation.
People say that my terminology and the way my vocabulary is now is different than when I was before I got the horse tranquilizer or the trauma and shit from this guy and Dawn, man. So yeah, it's crazy. It really broke me down to where I was hospitalized numerous of times. I would run out my house and like with screwdrivers and stuff, man, and like stab up the trees, bruh. And I would be so scared because I would think someone was coming to harm me, and I put him.
I'm not gonna lie, like with these claims showing signs of very bad PTSD, having mental issues, and you gonna have the audacity to say that you wasn't a victim of anything? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to understand like where this dude is coming from, because if all this stuff is going on the way that he said it has, then yeah, man, you are a victim and you need to be compensated, you know, to get the help that you actually need, you know, because if you mentally that messed up, it's like it's going to be hard for you to work, especially in the same industry, and just being your old self, man. So yeah, that's pretty bad, man. Bro said she was cute, bad hygiene. Did you see the 50 and Papoose stuff? Yeah, man, I seen like they was making memes towards each other and stuff. It was kind of funny too. Diddy mind effed a lot of people, man. Yeah, I believe so, man. It's like he let his influence run wild, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, are these people really victims, or they were just going along with a lot of stuff just because it was Diddy? Like, clout and influence is a hell of a drug, and it's sad that certain people fall victim to that. Diddy a physical pred and a mental one as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you speaking on some real stuff, bro, for real. Like, physically, we seen evidence of how, you know, how he get down with the whole Cassie situation, and it ain't hard to understand how he can get to you mentally about promising you certain things or promising to take away certain things. So he do seem like somebody that really loves to have power and basically would do whatever it is to stay on top and maintain that power. So yeah, man, like I don't think you lying at all with that, bro. And it's unfortunate for all the people that actually had to deal with that type of stuff. Like, I do think some people kind of chose to be there after they seen like how bad things were, because they thought like, okay, well, you know, in order for me to get this, I'm gonna have to take that, you know. And yeah, man, like with certain people, you're not gonna be able to win against them, especially when you're playing on their own home turf. And I feel, or I think a lot of these people thought that they'll be able to deal with a lot of the BS that was going on, but come to find out, the guy with the more money, or the person that has the more money and the more influence, actually wins at the end, you know. But everybody had a day, as we're seeing, because Diddy's having his day now. So this is a very unfortunate event, man. Basically, definition of King Buster. Yeah, man. It do sound like he's the king of busters for sure.
My mind, like, y'all not gonna harm me. Like, if you gonna harm me, I'm gonna harm you first. Like, I started thinking like a soldier. I started thinking like, you're not gonna take me down. I gotta take you down. Cause those voices in my head were saying, oh, they're coming to get you.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Did he kind of have some of these underlying conditions and dealing in that traumatic experience really just bring it out? And the way he's talking, like, yeah, man, it's like you're not really going to be able to work in the same profession that you was working before. So, yeah, you need to get some money, bro.
Oh, they're about to come get you, or you know what I mean? Because what it was done to me felt like, honestly, it felt like, something tried to take my soul.
Yo, the mod said in the chat, they said, "Do you think he's gonna get smoked when he gets out?" No, just for the simple fact that, well, the only way that would happen is if Diddy was withholding or knows some information on some very important people that he can use the leverage against them to shorten his time. But to be honest with you, what is there to get Diddy only got 4 years. So we already know he's not going to do a total of 4 years. Or what is it, 4 years, 6 years? But we know he's going to do, let's say, half of that. Diddy, he's not even in, like, he's not 60 or anything. Nor he probably, he probably in his 50s, you think? Yeah. So he still have time here. And if they have more evidence, or if he ever get hit with a some type of lawsuit that's pertaining to Biggie, that can involve like some police officers or just like some people that have some type of influence or power, yeah, then I believe that they'll try to silence them then. But then, right as of now, no. A lot of the stuff that he done to people. Okay, yeah, you said 4 years, 2 months. Yeah, he gonna be out in 2. You know, it's not Fed time where you got to do majority of your time or all your time. So what, you got to do like 80%, 85%. So yeah, I give him about like 2 years, 2.5 years or something like that or whatever. He'll get out and ain't nothing gonna happen. Now, will he still make music is the question. Because I think no matter what, the stuff that's been said about him and the things that he will let another male do to him or whatever it is, I think that messed up his whole persona to where Diddy can't rap none of that gangster stuff no more because of the compromised situations that he been in so far. So basically, it's pretty much a wrap for Diddy. If anything, he's probably gonna have to change his name. But still, once word get out about that, it's like it's nothing that you can do. So for the most part, Diddy is what I say. I think Diddy is washed, and he won't have to worry about somebody coming after him like that because he won't be of use anymore, which is crazy. Like Diddy at one point was at the top of the game and everybody wanted to be around him. And I guess it's like that saying, they say like, treat everybody that you know on the way going up. Treat everybody with respect because once it's your time to, fall, if you ever fall off, the people that you helped along the way will actually catch you. But if you was an asshole at everybody, then yeah, man, they gonna let you fall all the way to the bottom. And it looked like that's what's going on with Diddy right now. So, what goes around comes around, and nobody's above the law. God sees everything, and you're going to get handled one day. So, it's best to try to do the right thing. It's best just to try to do the right thing for yourself and then try to do the best thing for other people that's around you or that you come in contact with. So yeah, at the end of the day, it looked like Diddy's a piece of you know what, and everything is coming full circle on him.
Or something. I don't know. That's what it felt like. It just felt that ritual and demonic. And I know people look at the video and some people don't see anything, but I see a lot. You know, I hear Cassie say, "Oh, you were pissed." Okay, where's that video of me before when I was pissed, going crazy, losing my mind? Here's my thing with Chef. I'm like, Chef, if you saw me lose my mind, why didn't you ever reach out to me and try to help me and tell me that I'm not going crazy and just making up things? You know what I'm saying? Why did you like just jump to the fence and say that, you know, oh, you were there and day 26 was there and as if I'm lying, you know what I'm saying? As if I'm not telling the truth. I didn't like that at all. And I ain't trying to play the victim because I'm a victor, bro. But I just didn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If you were there, then reach out to me, you know, off the internet. Really
Like that's what I'm saying. That's cool and all to think that you're the victor, but basically you are a victim because you have some type of issues going on mentally that you need help with. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like we all need help in certain ways, but from what I'm hearing, it seemed like a lot of this stuff was triggered or caused through the association with Diddy. You know, and that's my opinion. So that's unfortunate, man.
reach out to me. Why? I didn't know you reached out to Homeland Security and did all this. I ain't know that's crazy shit. Here I am being silent about everything because I want peace. But you know what I'm saying? It's not right. You know, when people are lying and saying that it didn't happen when it happened. And that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's very sad that this dude had to that he had to deal with this because now this dude is like a 24/7 victim now. The homie said, "Did you see Diddy's son release in a documentary?" Yeah, man, and that's another thing. Like, they got a documentary about this, and I was watching. I'm trying to think. The homie Wolfgang and Jaguar Wright, and they was talking about the documentary, and they were saying that it's only right because everybody else then cashed in. So why not, the people that's actually going through it cash in on this situation? Because that's some real stuff, man. Uh that's some real stuff. Everybody that made their money, like I said earlier, 50 Cent made his money from the documentary. He's not even associated with Bad Boy. So he found a way to capitalize off of it. So why not, the Sons capitalize off of it? Now, the crazy part about it is they can put their own narrative to it to where things they can put their own narrative to it to where they put their own spin to where things don't look as bad as what they are because that's his father. So of course they're going to try to do something in a light to save him or make him look better. But the bad part about it is they're doing it on Zeus Network. And if you know anything about the Zeus Network, that's the home of Baddies, Jocelyn TV show or show that they have, and a lot of the stuff that the content that they produce is like pure ratchetness. Like, if people talk about brain rot in social media, a lot of those shows are based off of brain rot because all they do on Baddies is fight, 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 drink, drink, fight, 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 fight. So it's very terrible to have it on that network. This guy definitely needs some help. Yeah, that's true, man. I know that sounds dumb, but I think they should take all the proceeds and help the people that suffer from Diddy's BS, because Diddy did mess up some people. Nah, bro, like you make a lot of sense with that, and you don't sound dumb, because that would be the right thing to do. But in the public eye, on the flip side of that, people, it would. The reason why that wouldn't happen is because that would admit that Diddy did do wrong things to different people. So the only way that you can do that is if the public won't know, and you find a way to fund them money through like a third party or something. You know, that would be the righteous thing to do. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't say that their kids are not righteous, because they're grown, but they have to live their own life, and they'd have to shake a lot of ways that they learned from their father. You know, if that's how they're operating, and it takes maturity, and it takes living life to be able to do that. So, you know, I don't know them like that, but they do come up from him, and shit, they have some of their own legal things that's going on. You know, I think King Combs has some problems, but it's just like you said, 33rd, that would be something nice to do, because he did mess up a lot of people's lives. For sure, for sure. I think he messed up more than he helped. And I think he was more concerned about helping himself. So, yeah, man, something needs to be done about that. Did he not? Did he? Yeah, man. Yeah, I believe you, man. He did some atrocious things to people, man. And that's what I'm saying. You got people like Q, that was part of Day 26. He's spilling the tea, and it's not this time on Diddy. It's about people that's associated with Diddy. So that's crazy, man. But man, I appreciate everybody that pulled up. As you can see, we got to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we got to get that 4,000 watch hours. We got to get that cracking, man. It's gonna happen soon, sooner than later per se. And yeah, we about to get it cracking on this channel, man. This is where all the live streams are gonna be at. So the other channel, I'm gonna just do different content over there. And I do have a video that's dropping over there pretty soon also, but this channel is strictly going to be for live streams, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up. The homie said him and R. Kelly should be cellmates. Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. And it's crazy, like, that's hard to kind of debate, like, who did worse, R. Kelly or Diddy. That's really up for debate. But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. This is the live channel. If y'all watching this on a replay, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. And share this with somebody. Tell a friend so you can get this channel popping, man.